Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We start with Pablo Gavi. As Chelsea have joined PSG, they are very attentive to the situation of the Barcelona Golden Boy. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, in this episode, talking about this report claiming that Barca will officially announce key backroom appointment later today, according to Gerard Romero. We are also going to be discussing about that. So as we get right into the stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are highly welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With the arrivals of Ilkay Gundogan and Aurelio Romeo this summer, it appears that Barca midfield sensation Gavi has dropped along rung down the pecking order in Xavi's plans. The 19-year-old Golden Boy Award winner did not have the best of pre-seasons as he was largely out with an injury and only played just once in the Joan Gamper Trophy match. Following that, the La Masia graduate did not start against Getafe in the La Liga opener, with Xavi preferring Gundogan, Frankie de Jong, Pedri, and Romeo as his starting midfielders. As such, Sport is now reporting that both Chelsea and PSG have revived their interest in Gavi and are closely monitoring his situation at Barcelona. Both Chelsea and PSG have been keen on the 19-year-old midfielder for a long time now and had explored the possibility of signing him earlier this summer. In fact, PSG had considered a move for him very recently, with new manager Luis Enrique said to be an admirer. However, none of it came to anything as Gavi has never thought about leaving Barcelona and is not entertaining that possibility even now, despite there being the risk of his playing minutes being reduced. Neither Gavi nor Barca are thinking about a pattern of ways with a player keen on succeeding at his boyhood club and the Catalans seeing him as a non-transferable asset. At the same time though, he still wishes to play regularly and Barca will have to manage the situation carefully. For now though, Chelsea and PSG are looking at Gavi's situation with keen interest. Of course, Gavi have started attracting a lot of interest from some top European clubs. Of course, we know that Barca will never let him leave. Neither do the player even want to leave. So I don't see why they are wasting their precious time showing interest to Gavi. It all started with PSG, I think, when I think last week there were a lot of reports talking about the fact that former Barca boss Luis Enrique, who is now the manager of PSG, is showing a lot of interest and I've told the PSG board to go for Gavi. But of course, PSG have not done that because they know that after signing of Ousmane Dembele, Barca are feeling so bad and they are having some bad resentment against the French giants. And so they know that it would just be a waste of time. But that has not stopped Enrique from showing his love for Gavi. Of course, Gavi doesn't want to leave. Now we're talking about Chelsea entering into the picture to sign Pablo Gavi. Chelsea, of all people, want to sign Gavi. They are showing strong interest. They're just trying to try their luck. I would say that they just want to try their luck. You might never know. Maybe things could go well. We know Chelsea have been buying up, left, right, everywhere. They buy players and they have the money. They have the financial capacity to do just that. So I don't blame them. But of course, at the end of the day, Gavi have already said he has no, in fact, he has no dream of ever leaving Barca anytime soon. He must see out his contract, which ends in 2026. Gavi is just 19 years old and he just came 2 years ago, so we don't expect him to leave. He has a lot of quality. Even though Xavi have a lot of midfielders now, playing time is looking as though it will certainly reduce for Pablo Gavi. One thing that still baffles me is how on earth would Xavi still trying to add another attacking midfielder when we have a lot of them until Gavi does not even start some matches, right? Like we saw the game against Getafe. I think Gavi was not there. He did not even start the game. and you will start expecting a lot of rotation in that center of the park, as a lot of midfielders have now been available. And I've always said this quite repeatedly, that this report that we've been getting saying that Xavi is looking for a new attacking midfielder to join with another right back. Those are the two priorities that Xavi is looking at. Pinpointing on that new attacking midfielder, I continue to ask, what is Xavi using the other midfielders to do? What does he want to use a new attacking midfielder for? Why? When we know that we are in a situation where the financial means is not even there to the level that we want, but you are talking about another attacking midfielder. For me, I just initially when we talk about Bernardo Silva's deal collapsing, or any possibility of Silva coming to Barca not even there, I thought that was all. And it seems as though Barca is Xavi is still pushing for Barca to look for a new attacking midfielder. And of course, while we're talking about players like Giovanni Lo Celso recently, as Xavi is now prioritizing the players to come, as Bernardo Silva's move is now impossible. And for me, that's just a needless signing. We have players like Joao Felix up front to replace the outgoing Ousmane Dembele. Nothing has been signed there. Neymar was really close to joining Barca, but Xavi said no, he did not approve such. And that led the deal to collapse. So where are we heading to? What are you doing with an attacking midfielder when we don't even have wingers who can score goals? Rafinha does not score much goals. Rafinha does not score. Abde does not score. We don't expect those guys to be scoring. Apart from Lewandowski, who is a striker, we don't have no backup striker for now who can score. So it was imperative for me bringing in another attacker who can score, and Joao Felix can do just that. Neymar, who also can score, Javis refused that he shouldn't come for whatever reason, I don't know. Then moving on to the final story of discussion. Um, Even though Deco has been unofficially operating as Barca sporting director all through this summer, the club have not made any official announcement confirming the same. However, that is set to change today. Gerard Romero have just said the former midfielder's appointment as new sporting director will be confirmed later today. Deco took over the reins of the transfer operation as Barca, replacing Jordi Cruyff, who decided to move on, from upon the expiry of his contract. The former Portuguese is now a key stakeholder in the transfer department alongside Matteo Alemany. It has previously been reported that Deco will be having bigger responsibilities than Cruyff did, while taking you know, some of the burden off Alemany's shoulders at the club. Deco has been operating as Barca's transfer advisor, especially with regards to South American players, before his appointment as sporting director. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.